So in response to my final evaluation question on basically how I've developed my skills since my first article in my college magazine, I wanted to create a music magazine that not only fitted into the genre of music that was around the local area, but also one that was representative of a current existing, quite national magazine, but also that gave a sense of local, of the local music scene. So I've looked at examples based in Leicester, over in the States, and also a couple of others around Liverpool. And on top of that, the national magazines I looked at include Rock Sound, Kerrang, NME, and Metal Hammer, basically. So basically for my front cover, I wanted to make it so inviting and that appealed to my target audience of the rock metal local scene. However, this would vary if this magazine was to go to other areas of the country. But basically, yeah, this is my front cover conveniently, and as you can see, it's quite a different format from my previous work. In addition, I wanted to make it so that, again, so it was representative of, I think it was a Metal Hammer cover, which basically used the same layout and structure and the same colour scheme and black and white cover photo. I felt this was the colours that sort of would go with my genre of music that I was aiming at. And also it made it stand out, quite bold, so I thought it would make it immediately stand out. The red's quite dramatic, and the black obviously makes the text stand out a lot more. Then the white has some simplicity, and then it's not overcrowded on the front page either. So I tried using minimal text, but also so it could be easily read, easily followed. And then I tried to use banners and attractive font style, all that related to the sort of bands that are in my magazine. And then also the images in particular I wanted to make quite informal and also, but informative also, so it basically gave a sense of what to expect from the magazine. My context page, I wanted it to basically be, again, representative of an existing contents page, so my main influence for this were Kerrang and also Metal Hammer in terms of the structure layout, the house style, the contents, and also the images used and how they were formatted and structured. And also I wanted to have some variety from my my front cover in terms of the black and white images, so I thought giving it some colour would basically add a different element to it, but would still be consistent with my house style by using the black and white editor image. I also wanted to basically show that I had a variety in my magazine with all the different features and also how they link to what I was trying to show with my local music scene magazine. I also tried to add some extra elements such as the subscription and also the editor's subscription, editor's column, it's not editor's subscription, editor's signature, sorry, and also an editor's column basically saying what the magazine's about and what I'm trying to do basically. Moving to my final page, I wanted to create something that was different, a bit more unique from the rest of my pages, and also something that was basically representative of an actual diary, as what the actual content is, like a tour diary. I wanted to make it like a pages within a diary, so there's like bits of paper, like as you can see there, with like what happens on tour, stays on tour. So it's representative of the whole music sort of language and stuff like that. It's perhaps a bit different from my house style was on the previous two pages, however, I feel that the text and the images all do somewhat fit in terms of how they're structured and also what sort of style they are. It's quite a personal sort of double page spread, and I think that's what makes it more unique as opposed to my other pages. And the structure in terms of the like collage of images and also the columns that work their way around it adds central focus to my all the images. And then obviously, but I have tried to include some elements from the rest of my magazine, such as the red text and my breakdown title being in red, and then the rest of the text being in black and a white background. So I've tried not to overcomplicate it, but of course I've included like the breakdown issue number and etc. So it does all fit into my house style in some way, shape or form, so the magazine isn't too different. From my previous music magazine, I've definitely felt it's improved drastically. I mean, the layout for my old double page spread wasn't particularly interesting. I mean, it was too complicated. My contents page probably lacked something that this one does, but this one clearly has, to me, and it's easier to follow, easily structured. And then to top it all off, my front cover is definitely a lot more interesting and looks more like a music magazine compared to my old one. It has more of a house style, it follows more conventions of typical music magazines of this type, such as Kerrang and Rock Sound, which is what my main aim was. And definitely compared to my initial college magazine, there's vast improvement. My skills with Photoshop, InDesign, and how I've been able to format my images so that they appeal, and also my language of my text in terms of my article, and also how I've tried to make each bit of text relatable to a music magazine. So if someone was just walking about in a shop where I hope this might be, or even on the online format, they read a bit of text and they know immediately that's a music magazine. So definitely my skills have improved over trying the different magazines, different styles. And I definitely think that now I'm able to present, if I was to do it again, I'll be able to make a magazine that perhaps would improve upon this one I do have now, but does match it better in terms of the conventions and its style. So if I was to make it again, it would look a bit more like this, although it might obviously be different, maybe different colour scheme. Or however, I do feel for the local music scene that I've tried to present it for, it does fit in really well. Me being part of the music scene of the area, I definitely think that if I saw this, I'll be unbiased. I think I'll definitely go and read it, pick it up, and it'll be really interesting. So I'll try to make it all relatable to myself, and also what I think other people would want to read. And then like having local bands that perhaps will interest people. I try to have a variety of bands, so I'll go from metal, rock, perhaps a bit of softer rock. So there's a bit of variety, there for everyone in the local music scene. However, obviously there's other music scenes, but this is the primary music magazine, primary music scene within the area, so definitely relatable in that way. So yeah, definitely my skills have improved since the beginning when I very first started the coursework, and it's developed into this, and I'm very happy with what I've achieved and created, and yeah, very happy compared to my other works that I did previously.